Alright, well.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Do I have to go back that way? I do.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through. Shit.
Fucking book it. Holy son of a
Dark
damn.
presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Now where the hell are we? We're in like a foresty area.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow?
Huh.
Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Holy fucking shit, this game is getting good. This song again. I'm sorry, I'm over here vibing right now. Don't mind me.
I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this long ending road. What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass? 'Cause somehow this window becomes a trap.
Wow. Alright, so we gotta get to the apartment in Parliament Tower. So I guess we just gotta... What's this?
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye now open to reject the night, this is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on, your friends will meet him when you are gone. Yeah, another echo up here.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Alright. That door's gonna slam behind me any second. So then we gotta get out of the tunnel. Well, it's a perfectly normal tunnel now. Isn't that interesting? Okay, word of gun. Obviously we don't have the shotgun or the flare gun, but it doesn't hurt to upgrade those for when we have them. I just came from there, right?
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Just capture that light just in case I need it later.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
I'm gonna say the latter. Another echo.
Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger. Was Alice here? In the story?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no, but I mean, all right. Going up. Oh, what the hell? Haunting, Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Now what kind of...
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice.
Take photos for exhibition posters.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Is there anything else we can look at here aside from that thing? No. Okay.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Spiral symbol.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Locate the memory card. Video art / doc on screens molt. Focal point of the dark place. Part 1.
Alice's memory card.
Use the memory card with the video camera. Is there anything else we can look at real quick? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So she had hooked up to a projector too.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Mr. Scratch, maybe?
Then it got violent.
Also, that information she was just talking about a little bit ago, that was actually in reference to the beginning of the first game. When she was going to bring Alan to a psychologist.
It was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her.
The Dark Place, The
Why?
Art of Alice Wake. Okay, so Alan just took the place of Mr. Scratch, it seems like.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looked me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
His name was scratched out. Hence the term Scratch. Jesus! What the hell is going on? Song for the third time, jeez. Holy shit, dude. Alright, we're back in Saga now.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Casey thinks he's fucking crazy.
But so has
You can already
you,
tell Casey thinks he's crazy.
Mr. Scratch. Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
The double sip of the coffee, too.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
We have a couple of new clues now. What does he know about the Cult of the Tree?
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
That's his account. Are they working with
If
Scratch?
the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Can profile him. Cult and the clicker.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Alright, wait, shit.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Wait, the Cult of the Lake is in possession of the clicker. I was already looking into the cult, 2 birds with 1 stone. Can't say I understand all this, but if Wake is telling the truth, then his magic light switch is the most tangible lead. Let's start there. Damn, we got a lot of clues for this.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
How does story change reality? Rules and the dark place. Wake says that the dark place can be accessed from the bottom of Cauldron Lake. So what? Cauldron Lake is a gateway to some other world? Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Wake, the story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. Goes there. There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. Wake, in the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Wake, Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. When the Dark Presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name Scratch. An evil twin is a bit convenient. I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, well, I obviously can't let that happen, that says there. Flashlight seems to weaken Taken. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use this story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. They're not there. Not there either. Put that away for now. Must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. Not there. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place. The page called this area an overlap. No.
That's not right.
There we go. Huh.
Think, Saga.
There we go.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Another world reached via Cauldron Lake, home to the dark presence bleeding into our world through overlaps. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem.
Huh.
The poem was about a local legend, a witch's lost heart about terror. An overlap needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality eroded by repeated dark lore and an enter point, and crafted in depths of the dark place, connecting the story on the other side. So it's like we have one extra. We have to get more info out of him. Seems to be like the next logical step forward is that they get more info out of Alan, because we don't have anything else that we can add to the board right now, because that one case is obviously blocked. The cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all.
Sure.
Alright. And that's pretty much everything, right? I know we have another... Yeah, okay. So we can't install that. Wait. Go back to that. I want to see if we have another... No, 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 no. In the case we're looking at now, we can't install anything else then, because we gotta get more info out of Alan.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
So what does this one say? This is return number 3, the local girl.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time.
The Cult of
Wake's
the Tree has the
clicker in
clicker
cult
Wake told me
possession.
about.
Somewhere in Watery.
They're
Trailer
a part
certificate
of all
somehow.
this.
Trailer.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket and the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Interesting. Okay. So, oh, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Huh. I feel like I kind of want to stick to Saga. I kind of want to like play the do like I think what I want to do is do a chapter of Saga and then a chapter of Alan and then a chapter of Saga and then a chapter of Alan. It's like sort of like back and forth, back and forth. So it's not just all like one character consistently. It's just like a constant like flip flop between the chapters.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
He gave me new info. Info I didn't have previously. He remembers writing many pages while in the dark place. Not who's involved. There we go. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch. Alright.
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
He was just breaking it down without a care in the world.
Those beady dead marble eyes.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin!
As they said, let the Avenger begin. I was like, wait, what?
Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers
Huatari Well.
once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing.
Oh, har, har, hardy, har.
Views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
I mean, hey, dude, it was just a suggestion. I mean, come on. Alright. Let's go to Watery. The Huatari Well.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Alright, return 3, local girl.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
So I go talk to Ilmo.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Hey, Seva, a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Aha, nice.
Whew. Hot.
Is there anything in here? No, that doesn't look like it. Let me close that. Can I talk to these guys?
Have you
No.
heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
Not in the sauna.
Nothing here either.
Hey, Saga!
There we go.
Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled.
Huh.
Must be hard coming
There's a
back
lot
to
that
where
she
you
doesn't
were
remember,
growing up.
apparently.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is
Or
the horror
that too.
story messing with their memories? So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So, your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Jaakko here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is.
Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
So you're just everything then.
Profiling is the key.
Building bridges, burning bridges.
Flooding did this?
Alright. Got a profile of these guys. They have urban legend and the trailer.
Ilmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Jaakko, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
Then we have new installments for the case board. God, so many cases. Okay, we can't do this yet. Fact versus fiction.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Which parts are false? Which, if any, are real? Ilmo owned the trailer park where I supposedly lived, calls me his funniest resident. Rose recognized me in the diner at Bright Falls, says I moved away after Logan died. Okay, those two installed. Trail of the Colts. There's a trailer park nearby called Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it
Watery
simple,
Lighthouse
Saga.
Trailer Park, good place to start. What Elmo knows. Elmo is certain that I used to live here, that I owned a trailer here, that I am a member of the community. Okay, and that's all the clues installed aside from the story background case. Obviously, that's the clue that we can't install quite yet.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
And a
Call
bunch
the
of other
gift shop so
taken
they
too.
can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Deduction available at the case board.
Nothing? What am I paying them for?
Guess they're busy.
Ay, Vito. Well, after they finally pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing.
Yep.
Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Jaakko. They're just slacking.
Damn, how long is that thing gonna ring?
The Koskelas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected?
He thinks I owned a trailer here. Weird. Key to my trailer at Coffee World.
The spare key is at Coffee World. First the witches at the diner. Now the Koskelas. They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading? There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Alright. Let's see what happens next.